Thanks, Kate. I appreciate it. So this is the hardcore, huh? This is the very hardcore. My name is Lex Paulson. I was National Vice President of College Democrats of America in 2002-2003. And I'm happy to see you guys here, especially because people who care enough about CDA to stay till Sunday afternoon of convention are exactly the ones who care enough about CDA to stay involved after you graduate. So I'm here on behalf of thousands of College Democrat alumni who still care enough about CDA to give their time to raise money and give advice and help people navigate the road out of college into a career in public service. So I want to tell you just a tiny bit about what College Dems alumni are doing to help CDA and what we love any graduating senior. Are there any graduating seniors here right now? Couple? Great. So today may be your last day in CDA, but it's your first day in CDAAA, so welcome. So just a tiny little bit of history. When I attended my first CDA convention, it was the summer of 2000. CDA was trying to make Al Gore the President of the United States, and we had, at that point, 15 active state federations and $75,000 in debt to the DNC for overruns in past conventions. CDA was not in fantastic shape, but due to the work of folks who served on the executive board, folks who helped us at the DNC, and our alumni who put calls in for us, who helped the DNC retire our debt, who gave us lots of advice and helped us right the ship, CDA is what it is today. And the fact that you guys are all here in Charlotte shows me that CDA alumni have a lot to be proud of. So that's the first thing I want to say is how proud all of us alumni are to watch what CDA is becoming and to see all the great people here who are part of it. College Democrats Alumni Association was founded 3 years ago with the single mission of getting money to CDA chapters. We know a lot of people who would love to come to convention or love to throw campaign innovations can't do it because their schools don't support them. So the number one goal of the Alumni Association is to help raise money to give grants to College Democrat chapters to travel and do programs. We want you guys to have the resources you need. So in the last couple of years, we've raised $30,000 for College Democrat chapters and given it all away in grants to College Dem chapters. We had some great events in Washington, D.C. and New York. A lot of us obviously ended up back in D.C. And so those of you who are in D.C., we hope that you'll come and find College Dems alums. You can go to collegedemsalumni.com for information on events and how to get involved in the Alumni Association. For those of you who are looking for a little bit of extra money this fall, the next round of applications will be starting in September. So go to our website, apply, and if College Dems alumni can pitch in and help you guys do the programs you want to do, we're gonna be there for you. So that's sort of the story of the Alumni Association. I'm also here to give the award in honor of our friend and late College Democrat Joey Hanzich. We decided in College Dems alumni that we wanted to honor a graduating senior every year who showed exceptional commitment to public and community service, and we decided to name this award in honor of this great friend of mine and of many alums named Joey Hanzich, who I just want to tell you a little bit about now in case you guys had never met him or heard of him. He was vice president of the College Dems chapter at Harvard and served as one of the first ever Northeast Regional Directors in 2004, which is where I met him. So Joey had a lot of accomplishments in his short years, and there are just a couple that I think make him really special. He, in addition to serving as a College Dem chapter at Harvard, he directed the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. He provided Spanish language interpretation support for a legal services clinic in Boston. His senior honors thesis on healthcare was not only acclaimed by faculty members at Harvard, but became the basis for a study at the Kennedy School, where Joey served as research assistant. In between all this, he would play the bassoon at nursing homes to volunteer and entertain patients. I met him when we were in grad school over in England, and unless you think he was all work and no play, I met Joey because he, in his first couple weeks at Cambridge, had a table that he lacquered up and painted all the insignia of all of his friends' universities just so we would have the most well-decorated beer pong table in the history of beer pong. So, I mean, he's a guy who was a life-changing friend to anyone who got to know him. And what Joey intuited about being a college Democrat, I think, is really important. I think it's the essential secret of being a college Democrat, and I think a lot of people in this room probably know it, and I think those who don't will probably come to know it. And the secret is this. Being a college Democrat is less important what you do within college Democrats. The titles we hold, the elections, that's fun, but it's nowhere near as important as what we do as college Democrats out there. And whether it's doing the grunt work on campaigns, cutting turf, making calls, doing the stuff that no one else wants to do, whether it's giving a voice to people who don't have a voice, people who are left out, disenfranchised, whether it's showing a commitment to a greater cause, to volunteering, to showing the wider world that Democrats are about action and service, not just about talk and polls and campaigns. That's the secret that he understood, and that's, I think, what makes a truly exceptional college Democrat. And so we had a tremendous number of applications this year, or nominations for this award, and I just want to recognize a couple of the wonderful finalists that we have. So first, from Oberlin College, great state of Ohio. A young guy who, when the GOP Secretary of State in Ohio erected these barriers to student voting, designed a college voter ID system where students would be issued a $0 utility bill. The utility bill could be their proof of ID. He got this proposed, drafted, and through the Ohio State Legislature, and it's now part of the law. And so please join me in thanking and honoring Colin Koffel of Oberlin. From the state of California, a guy who found a chapter who needed a lot of help in rebranding. He was a marketing student, and so started the first ever public relations team for his college Dems chapter that rebranded, remarketed, and caused over 200 new registrations for his chapter. In addition, served on the Gay Straight Alliance at Cal and formed the broadest network of allied groups that have ever been seen at his university in support of progressive issues and campaigns. So please want to recognize Joshua Beta from University of California. Thirdly, from the University of Central Florida, and there's so many great stories that were sent to us as part of these nominations, but a guy who was a pre-med student who, in addition to volunteering over 150 hours at local health clinics, tutored elementary school kids in science, and built his chapter at University of Central Florida into the Florida Chapter of the Year, graduating senior Ross Harrison. And now the time has come to give our 2010 award. There was all the nominations this year. There was one that stood out, and this young woman, who many of you probably know, showed through her the warmth and the passion in her nominators, a kind of commitment, a kind of total commitment and sacrifice of her time and of her entire being to the causes that she fights for in Massachusetts. Is someone who I think carries the banner high for this award for Joey as a fellow resident and Democrat in Massachusetts. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the College Democrats Alumni Association Spirit of Joey Hanzich Award, Krista Zalatores.
I just want to thank everyone. I'd like to thank the CDAAA, and I'm looking forward to starting working with the CDAAA going forward. And I'd like to thank the delegation from Massachusetts and everyone who is here today, and I hope that I can live up to the legacy of this award. So thank you everyone for welcoming me into the CDA family.
Thank you all. So for any information about College Devs alumni, you can either talk to me or go to collegedevsalumni.com. Thank you guys so much for being here, for recognizing me, and back to you, Katie.